What's happening, athletes? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm just 2 weeks out from Ironman 70.3 Salem, which means it's gear check time. Of course, we have our tri-suit, we have our race day shoes, as well as our tri-bike, the core essentials. But over the past 6 years of racing Ironman, I've learned we need so much more than the essentials to have the best race day experience. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the 7 seriously overlooked pieces of gear that I think are essential for every new triathlete to bring with them on their first race. Let's dig in. All right, athletes, 7 pieces of essential triathlon kit that you need to bring with you to ensure you have the best race day possible. Number 1, a little bit quirky, a little bit odd, but that is a pair of portable scissors. These things, you never know when they're going to come in handy on race day, whether you need to trim some shoelaces, trim your race belt, or make a last-minute modification to your wetsuit. They might just come in handy. But where I use them every single time is race check-in. You are going to get a packet, and it's going to have a slew of different race stickers that are designed to go on your bike and on your bike helmet. Having a pair of scissors that you can modify those stickers so they actually fit cleanly on your bike and look good is essential. Plus, you will look like a triathlon pro, as all the other athletes around you are going to be asking to borrow your scissors so their bike looks as clean and ready to rock as yours does. Number 2 is a portable, hands-free headlamp. Why is this important? Well, when we show up on race day, it's generally 4:30 or 5 a.m. in the morning, and it is going to be dark or the very beginning of first light. This is going to be so key for you to set up your transition area. The last thing you want to be doing is fumbling around in the dark, trying to locate all your small pieces of triathlon gear and have that stress level rise that you actually forgot something. So please come prepared with a hands-free headlamp, and your morning is going to go significantly smoother. Okay, number 3 on the list is going to be multiple types of body lubricant. I'm going to bring 2 different types of lubricant with me. The first one is going to be Body Glide. Body Glide is what I'm going to use in transition. So as I'm setting up my gear and I start to put on my tri-suit, I'm going to generously apply Body Glide all over my body, to all of my arms, to all of my legs, and all of my torso. This is going to do 2 things. Number 1, it's going to make that wetsuit go on easier. But number 2 is it is going to prevent those hot spots from forming in places that you don't even know they're going to pop up. So whether it be a hot spot due to your wetsuit, whether it be a hot spot due to your tri-suit, if you apply this generously before the race begins, you're going to significantly mitigate those body rashes from ever occurring. The second one I'm going to use is actually Vaseline, and a small portable one like this. I'm actually going to place this into my bike shoes in transition. So when I come out of the water, I am going to grab this and I am going to generously apply to my nether regions. But as I'm on the bike for 3 hours and then on the run for another 2 hours, the last thing I want to do is have my nether regions start to chafe. So I'm going to make sure I take the time to apply this in transition, moving from the water to the bike to protect my nether regions, not only for the bike, but on the run as well. Number 3 on the list, this is going to be sun protection. Most of these triathlons are going to happen in the summer. Ironman 70.3 Salem, peak summertime. So I'm going to bring 2 different types of sun protection with me. The first one is going to be run-of-the-mill SPF 50 sunscreen that, again, I am going to put into my bike shoes in transition. That way, when I get out of the water, I'm going to pull this out, spray the arms, spray the legs, and spray the back of the neck, and get out and go. That should cover me for most of the day. But the thing I'm most concerned about out there on the race is, of course, my face burning. So that's when I'm going to bring my secret weapon, and this is Headhunter Face Stick. This is engineered for surfing, and I've used this under the sweltering sun in Mexico, in Morocco, in Tahiti, where I've been out in the surf lineup for 2 to 3 hours and it never comes off. So I started using this for all of my triathlon races, and not once has my face ever gotten burnt. Now, what's amazing about this is because it's an actual barrier, so it's not going to come off once you reapply it, but it's also so small that I'm going to apply it in transition before the bike. Then I'm going to put it in my race kit just in case something happens out there. I get a flat tire, I'm on the side of the road, I need some extra sun protection. I have this with me at all times. It doesn't really add any weight, it doesn't add any time, but it's a wonderful safety precaution that I've used on at least 3 occasions in a pinch in 70.3 racing. Next up is very overlooked, often not even thought about, and that's making sure that you have your race belt with you. So many athletes for their first Ironman 70.3 are going to assume they're going to get a race belt at check-in, and you're not. You're going to get a race number and some safety pins. You do not want to take those safety pins and put them through your tri-suit, because they will leave holes and those holes will get bigger. Most tri-suits are going to cost $200, $300, $400, $500, sometimes even $600. We do not want to be putting unnecessary holes in them, so we can reuse them for multiple races. In steps, your very cheap Amazon race belt. These go for about $7, $8. Very simple and straightforward. You're simply going to attach it to your waist, spin it around, and your race bib is right there for you on the run. So spend the money. Generally, these are going to cost about $8 for a pack of 2. Bring both with you, because inevitably one of your friends or co-racers is going to forget it, and you can be the hero who has the extra piece of gear for them. All right, next up on my list is going to be my bike flat repair kit. Now, oftentimes athletes are so worried about reducing the amount of weight they're carrying with them on the bike that the first things that are going to go are their flat repair kits. And one of the beliefs is, well, the on-course mechanic is going to be there to help me. Take it from me who's had flats on race day. You do not want to be relying on the mechanics to come and save you. You could be on the side of the road for 2 to 3 hours as you wait. So I am always going to bring at least 1 spare tire. Generally, I'm going to bring 2. Why? My number one goal when it comes to racing Ironman is to finish. I paid a lot of money for these races. I've paid a lot of money for all the gear, and I've spent months, if not years, training for this race. The last thing I want to do is get a DNF or a did not finish. So finishing is my number one priority, which means I always want to make sure I have a backup flat repair ready to go. Okay, last up on the list, and one of my favorites, for your super shoes, we want to put in some elastic laces. These are absolutely spectacular. Again, you can pick them up on Amazon for maybe $7, $8, $10. What they're going to allow you to do is preset up your shoe with the exact fit that you like with the right lockdown. Now, when I come into transition, I throw on my socks. Instead of fumbling around with laces, I can simply pull, slide on, get, and go. So these make transitions move a little bit faster. So for that extra time I'm wasting putting on sunscreen, I can make up some time with these elastic laces. Where they also come in handy is you're guaranteed to not have your shoes come untied on the race. If you're 10 miles deep into your 70.3 run and your shoes come untied, what does that mean? That means you're going to have to bend down and tie those. The last thing you want to be doing with legs that are heavy, legs that are sore, God forbid, legs that are cramping. So do yourself a favor, buy a couple of these very cheap elastic laces, but make sure you try them before race day so you know that they're going to be the right piece of gear for you. All right, athletes, I hope that was helpful. Those are kind of some of my 7 things that I think people overlook But I know that if you bring these along with you on race day, your race experience and your post-race activities are going to be as enjoyable as possible. As always, please hit the like and subscribe button and drop a comment below and let me know what pieces of gear you're researching for your next race, and we'll make sure to tackle it in the next video. All right, athletes, I'll see you on the start line.